Howdy folks! Today I want to show you how to work around the tech tree and the XP and all that stuff in Empyrion 5.2 pre-alpha. Now the update just came out yesterday that appears to have broke the old method. The devs, when they first implemented the tech tree, they gave us a way to work around it, and people were able to use that if they didn't like the tech tree. But now it doesn't seem to work, and so I figured out a different way to do it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to basically create a dummy game and get all of our XP in that, and then import our player into the real game that we're going to play. So the first thing we want to do is you want to find your Steam folder, which is in Windows it's going to be in Program Files, and you're going to go to Steam and then Steam Apps and Common and Empyrion. And from there you want to find the folder that says Content and then Playfields. And then you want to go to Temperate, assuming you're starting on Akua. If you want to start on the other planet, Omicron, then you want to do, I think it's the Desert or the Desert 2. But we'll do the Temperate one here. And you're going to find a Playfield file. You want to, this is a text file, so you want to edit this with a text editor. You can use Notepad++ or whatever you have for text editing. You're going to go down to the iron resource. Now notice that there's a set up here, and this is for the creative game. You don't want to use those. You want to use the second one, the second entry down here. Now this tells you the minimum and maximum number of iron nodes, and you want to go 1100 and 1100 for the minimum and the maximum, and then 300 for the minimum and maximum size. And this is how many, this is how many, whatchamacallit, okay, so this is how many drones you want. And you want 0 because you don't want 1100 drones on the planet. Okay, this actually maxes out at 10 something, it's 1040, 1050, but if we put it over that, then that's fine. And this number, this 300, can go a little bit higher, but it's, trust me, it's high enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this, and we're going to go into Empyrion, and we're going to start a new game. Now this is going to be our dummy game, so you can call it source, okay? It's going to be our source game, and we'll copy it to a destination. And your seed, you want to make sure you know what your seed is, whatever seed you're going to use. I'll do one I can remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll start on Akua. Now when we start the game, before you even hit the ground, you'll be level 19 or 20, something like that. Because what it does is, as you'll see, it creates a couple iron nodes, and you find them fairly quickly, and you get, what is it, 9,000? So yeah, you get 9,000 XP for each one that you find. So we're already level 11, level 18. Okay, we are level 19, and we haven't even left the escape pod. Okay, and so you want to take, do not forget this, bring this stuff from the escape pod, because you're starting a new game, and this is the player you're going to be using. So do not do not forget the stuff on the escape pod. Now notice there's iron all over on the ground. It's just everywhere. You're not going to actually mine any of it, but what you want to do is, since we're only level 19 and we get 9,000 apiece, we can do is we can run a little bit, and there's more, and there's more, and we will hit level 20 fairly quickly here. And yep, we're level 20 already. So yeah, if you look at the map, basically the whole planet looks like that, and they're all size 300 nodes, so you get 9,000 experience points. Okay, now you're going to exit the game, and this is going to be your player that you whatchamacallit. Let me write this down. Okay, type this in. That's going to be your player that you're going to keep. Now this is going to be your new game, but what you want to do first is you want to go back into this, and you want to undo these changes that you did. So you revert it back to how it was, so that your game isn't ridiculous, and you save. Now you're going to start a new game called your destination, or whatever you want to actually call it. You know, if it's my cool game or whatever you're going to call it. yeah, so we're going to start up this game, and as you'll see, now we've got our regular map. So it's not cheaty. Okay. And you want to wait, because I don't remember, I think it crashes it if you have too many of those out there. If you have two of the escape pods or whatever. But anyway, you want to exit out of this. And this player that you have right now, as you can see, if you look over on the resources here, you've got regular resources and all that stuff. So it's no longer a ridiculous world. You're not actually going to be playing in a big giant cheaty world and all that stuff. So it's even from this point on going to be a totally legit game. Now you're going to exit the game. And you're going to go into your Empyrion, and this time you're going to go into saves, and then you're going to go into games, and you're going to go into your source and players. Now this is your player that you leveled up to 20. You're going to copy this, and you're going to go back to the destination one. That's your new one that you're actually going to play in, and you're going to paste over the top of that and replace. Now what you've done is you've just inserted your level 20 player into your legit world. So now you can go back, resume your game. And yes, it actually is 1:08 in the morning when I'm doing this. So here you go, and here's the map, and here's where you crash landed over by the shore over here. So the other thing you want to remember is when you crash land, if you go really far away from the escape pod and screw around and you're being shot at by drones when you exit the game, you're still going to be at that point when you come back in. So if you're wandering around in your source game in your first one where you're getting all your XP, don't do anything stupid and leave yourself in a stupid position. Now, I would recommend not cheating and taking all this stuff. So, if you want, you can even wait until the escape pod despawns, or who cares anyway. It's not like you're gonna grab it if you don't want to. But anyway, there is your legit game, and now you are level 20, and you have all the unlock points, and you can go into your tech tree, and as you can see, you can unlock all the stuff with all of your unlock points and your level 20. So there you go, and that's pretty much the whole method. Now if you want to put this into an existing game, if you're just wanting to start a new game, you're pretty much done here and you can exit the video. If you want to inject this into an existing game, what you can do is create a new game with the same seed as your old game and find out where you land on the planet, okay? Find out where you're going to land on the planet so that you know where you're going to be when you come in, because what you're going to do is you'll do this same method using your seed. You first want to empty out your inventory from your old players so you don't lose all the stuff you had. So basically wherever your base is, empty out your inventory, fly a ship, take a small vessel, fly it to wherever this point is, where your spawn point is, get out of your small vessel, put all of your stuff out of your inventory into your cargo boxes on your small vessel, and then exit your game and do this method to create your player that's going to be level 20. Because I'm pretty sure that all of the other stuff on your player, pretty much the inventory is the only thing that's going to change. So that will basically allow you to create a new player. It will end up, when you bring it into the game with this method, it will end up being level 20 and standing right over here, and you can just jump into your SV and continue on your game. So that's a way to put it into an older game if you wanted to skip the tech tree and you're halfway there now or whatever. So there you go, and enjoy, and let me know if you have any problems with this method, or if it works for you, or if you have any other ideas of how to improve it or make it a little easier or whatever. But thanks, and enjoy your game. Later.